Today, we're going to be tearing into one MetaZoo's most rare booster boxes, the Poncho Alt-Art box. This thing ain't easy to get. $2,000. Right around $2,000 is what these Poncho boxes are selling for, a little over a weekend of MetaZoo's launch. What's up, guys? It's Zealous, and I believe I was the second person to open one of those Poncho boxes. We won our box for free at CollectACon. Shout out to MetaZoo, you guys are some G's. Yeah, we won our box for free at CollectACon, and we opened it and pulled out the promos, showed the boys. But we never did open the packs, so you already know what's gonna happen. Today, we're opening up those packs. We're gonna see what the Poncho Alt-Art box has to offer. Let's get right into it. This booster box is so sexy. I absolutely love the blue box with the golden signatures. GQL said that we'd have a product in hand by the end of Q1, and, well, they didn't let us down. And in my opinion, this is one of the best booster boxes that MetaZoo's put out. It's definitely one booster box that you will not see on display like this very often. And we cannot forget to talk about these promo cards. That's the hype of the box, right? My favorite's actually the Mothman, and the textures on these cards are nuts. I've actually got a poll going on my YouTube to where you guys could vote on which promo card's your favorite, so consider doing that if you want. So since my family wasn't able to make it to CollectACon, I decided to split these packs up into 4 different stacks, that way each of us could have a chance to open a piece of history. It's not every day you get to open one of these boxes, and while I was separating the packs, some of the packs on the inside of the box was actually upside down. So I tried my best to keep these packs together, that way we could see what comes out of them. So while I'm finishing up separating these packs, maybe consider leaving a comment as to what your chase card is, if you even are chasing anything in the new set. My chase card was the Rainbow Crow, and I think I hit it in like my second booster box, so that was pretty lucky. Now I'm going after that hidden rare Mothman that Poncho did. I absolutely love the way that card looks. It was so cool seeing that card on display at CollectACon. And just like that, there we have it. The Poncho box is empty. The packs are separated, and guys, oh my god, that artwork. That is insane. I try to organize a little bit, and I go ahead and grab the stack of packs that's closest to me. And then after that, that's when I give my family their sticky notes to go ahead and claim which packs that they wanted to rip. This is actually the first time I'm uploading a video ripping with my family, and I think we can all agree that this is one crazy box to be doing it with. After separating these packs, it ended up being 6 packs for each of us. What do you guys think is going to be in this Poncho box? You guys think it's going to be full of hits? Or do you guys think that all the luck was used up on getting the box and the promos in general? It's definitely going to be interesting to see what kind of hits we actually pull out of here. So, the team at GQL said we would have a MetaZoo product in hand by the end of Q1. Do I think that it came out perfect, exactly how they anticipated it to? You know, probably not. With such a time crunch, I'd say there was probably some things that didn't turn out exactly how they wanted it to. Like, for example, the Void Seal? If I had to guess, they probably do have a custom MetaZoo Void Seal, and they might not have been able to get it in time. So that's probably why the Void Seal on this box isn't the greatest. And the wrap on it, the clear wrap. I wonder if they wanted the MetaZoo wrap, but they just wasn't able to get it in time for this first product. That's really 2 of the main things that I've seen most people knock about this new box. I hope by the next set, we have a custom MetaZoo Void sticker, and we have that MetaZoo wrap back, because those things were some of the things that made MetaZoo so unique. And the security factor. It's a little bit harder to rewrap a box whenever it's got the MetaZoo logo printed all over the wrap. And there's one other thing I've seen a lot of people complain about with these cards. The quality control. I don't know if it's print lines or if it's scratches or what it is, but there's definitely some marks on the hollow patterns on the cards. No denying that. It's going to be hard to get those PSA 10s. The print lines on these cards are actually so different. They're so subtle, but so frequent, it seems. I think that the ultimate focus was to get the product out on time. Even if it wasn't absolutely perfect. Yeah, like Charlie said in his interview with Nick, he said, give us time and we'll get better, you know? They're not gonna have it absolutely perfect on the first set, but in my opinion, they fucking did a damn good job on this first set. I mean, think about it. I believe Charlie bought MetaZoo around October of 2024, and it's April 2025 right now. It's been 6 months, and we have a product in hand. Yeah, it might be missing the MetaZoo wrap and the void seal. I gotta say, I don't know about you guys, but I'd rather have the product out on time without those things, rather than it being held up due to a couple little things like that for God only knows how long. I guess over time, we'll see if we'll get the custom MetaZoo void seal and the custom MetaZoo wrap back, but for the first set to come out on time in 6 months, you know, I'll take it. And look at this Mothman we just pulled. It's not the most crazy rare, but it definitely looks good. I actually like that card so much I had to put it in a penny sleeve. I've got some of my family off the camera penny sleeving some of my cards. One thing I noticed is that these cards are actually super thin. And in my opinion, that's kind of a good thing because bulk can definitely take up some room. Whenever MetaZoo released their showcase video and they were showing the holo on the alpha cards, you know, I didn't really think as far into it to think that the main base set holo would be a different holo. So with that being said, this cosmic holo, it looks pretty good on these MetaZoo cards. I definitely didn't expect it. That's another thing. I'm curious if they had like a custom MetaZoo holo that they was wanting to put on these cards and they just weren't able to get their hands on it in time. Or if they'll even be doing custom holos like that. That was one of the things that was unique about MetaZoo was their holo patterns. There's definitely a lot of variety and rarities of cards. Like hidden rares, you're not just gonna open 7, 8 boxes and have every hidden rare, you know? There's definitely some chase there. And putting a couple alt arts in the booster box on average, that was a good move. Feels like you're getting at least something in your box, you know? And if you're trying to master this set, it's gonna take a minute. There's a lot of holos, reverse holos, a lot of alt arts. That also helps keep value in the box. Like, I'll go ahead and tell you guys straight up. Whenever I got back into Pokemon, I opened a lot of Champion's Path. And if you know Champion's Path, it's a tiny set. I think it's like 72 cards, something like that, excluding the secrets. Anyways, yeah, I thought small set, I'll be able to pull the Charizard easy. I probably opened like 30, I definitely opened 30 or more of those ETBs. And we ended up hitting 2 of the Charizards, but it was the last 2 ETBs we opened. But yeah, this set has over 200 cards in it. Over 200 cards. The more variety in the set, the less duplicates pulled. I think that's great. Having the opportunity to be able to go to CollectACon for MetaZoo's relaunch, guys, that was so cool. I know that they're going to be going to Houston, Texas. I'm not exactly sure what the dates are. And then after that, I think it's Chicago. If you guys are able to make it to those CollectAcons and you're interested in MetaZoo, definitely show up. It's a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I don't really think I'll be able to make it to these next couple CollectAcons, but y'all already know that I'm going to be going to some more in the future. And what do you guys think about the CollectACon livestream I did? I did my best to make the best content I could. It was my first IRL stream, so we was kind of winging it once we got there, if I'm being honest. I got to take a second to say I really appreciate all the support that everyone's been giving me. Like, so many likes, so many comments. The channel's growing like crazy. So much support. So many cool people in this community, man. Like, I really am grateful for each and every one of you guys. Getting to hang out with all the boys, that was one of the coolest things ever. Being able to rip packs with them and make everyone shit their pants whenever I ripped his Poncho box, like, the memories, you know? I wouldn't trade that for anything. It was so cool getting to hang out with everyone and getting to chill with Bunnyman and Gamers Complex, watching them boys rip the alpha demo packs and Chase, the whole alpha set, that was crazy. That was crazy. I hope that they get it for real. I think he said I think Gamers Complex said he's getting pretty close. I don't know how many packs he ripped of that. And speaking of those magazines, who saw the resale price on those bad boys coming? Like, I think retail was around $30, and now on eBay they're like around 200-ish, more or less. That's insane, dude. That is insane. I'm glad I picked up a couple of those for retail price, and I actually ripped one of them and pulled the lightning aura and got a first signed alpha lightning aura by Charlie, and that is a personal grail. It has a smiley face. Being around so many people that had such a passion for the same thing I do was surreal. It was so dope seeing Tormentic in the staff, helping people out, giving out promo cards, getting people to spin the wheel. I absolutely love seeing that, dude. That made me so happy. In my opinion, the energy that Tormentic brought was one of the exact things that MetaZoo needed. He was so engaging, so friendly. He did so great, dude. I really enjoyed watching the staff get people engaged, having people take pictures with jumbo cards and cut out frames. I guess that's what you could call it. And yeah, just talk about that for a second. If you guys haven't heard about it already, they were doing some sort of promotion where all you had to do was take a picture with a little jumbo card that they provided, or a cutout, and upload it to your social media and tag them in it, and you'd get a free promo card or a free shirt. And that's pretty good. People love free stuff. It gets people involved, and MetaZoo has really been trying to use their social media. I mean, think about the old zoo. I believe it was Mike. I think it was Mike's hands in front of some plushies opening up a pack with some crap in the background. And now we've got full-fledged animated, like, shorts, I guess you could call it. Professionally done. Looks amazing, dude. It's night and day. It's gonna be so crazy to see how far we've come in just a year. Like April 2026. I can only imagine. So right now we got Mom opening up some packs. You guys already know that she's got the hot hands. If anyone's gonna pull the hits, it'd be her. And well, so far there hasn't been anything come out of this box, so it's gonna be her or my brother Grassman. I don't think my mom really has any specific chase, but if there's a hit, she'll pull it. Look at this alt art Snallygaster that she pulled. Look at the texture on this thing. It looks absolutely insane. Snallygaster's about to swoop up that little piglet. Definitely not my favorite card. Actually, it's probably my least favorite, but the fact that Mom pulled it, man, that's the sentimental value, you know? Mom was super stoked to be the one to pull the hit out of the box. She tries being like so careful with the packs, it's funny to watch. And what do you guys think of this in-house WPT sheet in the background? That thing is popping, isn't it? I watched quite a bit of the Quote streams when the old MetaZoo product was being liquidated, and I didn't really see many of those sheets being sold. A lot of WPT sheets, but not many of the in-house. Even the in-house singles are hard to get. So I kind of want to direct the conversation back to the MetaZoo CollectACon booth. Frostbite Labs actually said the booth looked really good for what it was, but it didn't really look like they overspent. And whenever he said that, I was like, you know, dude, you're right. You're definitely right. It looked good, and it did not look like they overspent. And he continued to talk about how the Kuromi booth, whenever the old MetaZoo was in charge, the Kuromi booth was pretty insane. And actually, I never really got to see that myself. But yeah, the new MetaZoo booth, it looks fantastic. The Monkey Mirage background was popping, definitely eye-catching, the colors were great. And for what it was, the booth was set up pretty well. And I thought it was really cool how on the back of the booth, it was actually kind of like the back of the card. I felt like time at CollectACon flew by whenever I was there. I wish I would have had one more day because I wanted to get some more autographs, signatures, and I wanted to sit down and learn how to play the game. I actually never got a chance to. Whenever I wanted to learn how to play the game, there was people already playing, which, I mean, that's not really a bad thing. But I came home and opened up a couple of the alpha packs from one of my magazines, and me and Grassband, we We messed around trying to learn how to play a little bit, but I've been so short on time, I've not really been able to lock in and learn how yet. I've been waiting on single prices to settle, that way I could pick up some of the badass singles for gameplay. I didn't realize the aura cards were going to be as hard as it is to pull those. Those things are not easy to pull, and you already know people's going to be wanting to bling out their decks, so. The variety of art really messed with me at first. I think it was just seeing it on the computer that got me, but seeing these cards in person, like, this Raju looks sick, or this Dragon of Okanto Falls. Mom pulled the other alt art out of the box. Look at that, man. This Dragon of Okanto Falls, definitely like a different art style from any other Dragon of Okanto we've ever seen. But Dragon of Okanto is personally one of my favorite cryptids. It seems like every card that they put this cryptid on turns out to be a banger in my opinion. But 2 alt arts out of this Poncho alt art box already, man. What do you guys think? Do you guys think we're gonna get another, or you think we're SOL on that? I ended up ordering a few more booster boxes off of eBay, and whenever they got to me, they actually came in damaged, and I was pretty disappointed. I wanted to keep those sealed, and I messaged the seller, and I was like, hey man, could you like do a partial refund? And then he was actually kind of cool about it, and I changed my mind. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take the L. I'll probably end up ripping the boxes if I'm being real. Try to pick up a few more boxes. Hopefully they come sealed, crispy, you know. I do want to have some sealed boxes for the collection. It's not like it's gonna hurt to open a couple more boxes, right? They're game pieces. I need more game pieces. But yeah, speaking of which, game pieces. Have you guys started building your deck? What kind of decks are you guys building? I honestly have no idea what kind of deck I'm gonna build, but I'm excited to see some of the competitive gameplay for this game. Seems like it'd be pretty fun. And has any LGSs near you guys started carrying product? How much have you ripped? How much are you keeping sealed? Have you bought any? I think that there's quite a few people sitting in the shadows, kind of just lurking, seeing what happens with MetaZoo. In my opinion, the launch, it was a solid launch. The base set booster boxes, as of right now, about a week after launch, they're sitting just a little bit below retail price. I think retail price is $120, and the boxes you could find on eBay for $110-ish, more or less. So for them not to plummet down to $50, $30, $10, and to be sitting right around there, I'd say, in my opinion, that's a pretty healthy spot for them to be sitting. And I think a lot of people have been saying they're having issues getting more boxes from the distributors, so not sure if they're gonna do another reprint or what's gonna happen. It's gonna be interesting to see though. I wonder what MetaZoo's schedule is looking like. I wonder if they're working on set 3 or 4 or maybe even a holiday pack. I would really love to see some Halloween packs come out. I'm curious if they're gonna bring back like Grim Reaper or Old Scratch or Headless Horseman, you know, some of the characters like that. It's gonna be interesting. And that brings me to another question. What's some cryptids that you guys think is like a necessity for MetaZoo? I feel like they did pretty good on picking the cryptids for the first set. Like, they had a fair share of solid chase cryptids, but every single card wasn't a chase, you know? Like, you can't put all your best cryptids in your first set. So W on that. I'm really curious what the Wendigo is gonna look like if they decide to bring him back. But at the same time, I don't really know why I said that, because if you look at the new Chupacabra, there's multiple ways that can look, so I'd assume that the Wendigo could have many appearances as well if they did bring him back. I don't really know about y'all, but ripping these new zoo packs, it's a lot of fun, man. After ripping the new zoo, I kind of really don't even have too much of a desire to be ripping old packs. Like, a lot of people kind of burnt out on that right now. It's gonna be a minute before I'm really encouraged or enticed to want to open some of that. I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot of cards in this new set that I want, and whenever I want something, I kind of like to buy duplicates. So definitely gonna try to pick up some duplicates if I could find some things that I consider a good price. You know, kind of hard to judge what's a fair price at the moment. But boom, look at this Bigfoot, man. Grassman pulled him a Bigfoot, and in my opinion, that's probably the best Bigfoot artwork in the set. I think the boys are calling him the Hulk Smash Bigfoot, so that's a W. And guys, we made it to the final pack. Did we hit anything that you thought we would hit? If I'm being honest, I didn't expect too much from this box. In my mind, I was thinking, you know, they already gave you the 4 promos. They're probably not going to put a hidden rare or anything too crazy in here, so expect the worst, pray for the best. And there we have it. I ripped one of MetaZoo's most rare boxes, so you don't have to. Nah, but seriously, being able to share this moment with the boys, create such a point of history, MetaZoo history, it was an honor. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I know the box is not easy to get, and I normally keep my stuff sealed, but I know when to hold them, and I know when to fold them, and this time we was ripping that booster box. I don't think I had that box in my hand more than like 10 seconds. They handed it to me, and I was talking, I want to say it was Elvis. I was talking to Elvis in line. I was like, dude, I think it was Elvis. I was like, if I get this box, I'm ripping it. Like, instantly. I said I was gonna sell the cards. I was like, dude, if I get this box, I'm ripping it and I'm selling the cards. I'll be honest, that's what I said. But I didn't think I was actually gonna win it. And then once I won it, I was like, holy. But yeah, I'm not gonna take up any more of your guys' valuable time, but I am gonna say thank you, each and every one of you guys, everyone that if you guys are still watching, even if you're not still watching, thank you. But anyways, thank you to each and every one of you guys that tuned in to the live stream whenever I was live down in Florida. That really meant a lot. We had quite a few people pop in. We've had quite a few people go back and watch the live stream, so thank you to each and every one of you guys. Thanks for all your guys' comments. My last video, a lot of you guys commented on that video, and I can't tell you how appreciative I am for all the support, for real. Yeah, I love this MetaZoo shit. We are not gonna stop making this content. This video took about 2-3 days to make, so maybe leave a like, comment, subscribe. I don't know. I ain't gonna take up any more of your valuable time, guys. We'll see ya. Peace out.